Scholarships, Del Castle Breakfast, Fast Food Workshop.
I'm Yosemite Jamie Cruz.
And I'm Tiana Sermons. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please continue standing for a moment of silence.
Do you love pancakes? How about an all-you-can-eat pancakes and eggs and breakfast? Then come out and join us for our Del Castle family breakfast. It's at an Applebee's on Saturday, December 14th from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Tickets are available for $10 per person and can be purchased in the guidance office, and lunches starting this Friday. Tickets must be purchased in advance. The buffet breakfast will feature an all-you-can-eat pancakes, eggs, sausage, coffee, and juice. All proceeds from this event will be used to establish several scholarships for Del Castle students.
Do you need help completing the new FAFSA? If so, there will be a FAFSA completion workshop on Wednesday, December 18th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. The workshop will be held in the cafeteria. You must register to attend.
The Tech Council of Delaware is excited to promote the Amazon Future Engineer Scholarship and Internship Program for another year in a row. If you're a high school senior that is passionate about the technology and dreaming about a career in tech, look no further. This is an amazing opportunity can change lives of young people who will become Delaware's future tech leaders. The deadline to apply is December 19, 2024 at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, but don't wait until the last minute. Get started now. Visit the Delaware Scholarship Companion for more details.
High school seniors who are planning to pursue a computer science or an engineering college degree are encouraged to apply, especially young ladies and students from underrepresented backgrounds such as Black and African American, Hispanic and Latino, and Indigenous students. Take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime program. Remember, students must use the link featured on the Tech Council of Delaware's webpage to apply by the deadline.
Today's SAT word is encompass. It is a verb meaning to include or cover. Here is a sentence exam. The coding conference will encompass seminars on the most popular programs language today.
Del Castle prepares to roar of the score on upcoming SATs. All juniors will be taking the SAT in school on March 4th. Check out the SAT tip of the week to help to set up for your success. Your future self will thank you. The SAT stands for Scholastic Aptitude Test. Every year, all of the juniors in the state of Delaware take the SAT. The scores can be used for college admission and many scholarships. One of the best predictors of your SAT score is how long you spend preparing for the SATs. Del Castle offers free SAT prep after school every Monday. This year, we will have competitions for which shops will improve their SAT scores the most. Which shop will win?
Students, please stay in your assigned areas during lunch periods, not the hallways.
Students and staff, please do not let people in the building. Doors are locked for a reason. Send them to the main office to sign in.
Teachers and staff, would you like to promote an upcoming event, have an update on a recent event, or sports update? If so, please send your announcements to Cougarcast at nccvt.k12.ds by 7:30 the night you want it to run. Additionally, please send us emails as written text, not flyers. Coaches, you have until 7 a.m. of the day of the announcements to submit your information. Thank you. Please visit our YouTube page, Del Castle Digital Media, to watch Cougarcast live and to see other digital media productions.
Our purpose is to set you up for success. Your purpose is to learn and grow. Together we will continue the Del Castle tradition. Have a great day, Cougars.